Hey everyone, so I'm just going to make a quick video going over how to use the Wheel of Names websites and then finding the expected value of these games. So this is going to be the homework for everyone. Is creating a game on this Wheel of Names website. You're also going to have to calculate the expected value. If you're not able to do it before class, that's okay. We can always do it later, but at some point you're going to have to do that. So I'm just going to walk through using the site a little bit and then finding the expected value here. So this is the website. So it might give you like a little wheel here with a couple options. And it might give a bunch of names, but you can edit these. So what I would do, is you can feel free to edit here. So once it goes here, close. So anything in this text box will become the slices of the pie. So you can say like win 20. Maybe you'll have some cost, right? So you could say lose and you would lose whatever it costs. Win 10, win 5, lose, win 100. So, what we'll do here, of course, this game, if it only costs 5 coins, it's not going to work out super well because you're too likely to win 100. So you got to kind of change the slices of the pie here, things like that. You can go into the advanced settings. So you see the box that I'm clicking up here, advanced. Press OK. And what this allows you to do is change the size of the slices. So if you press, where is it? If I go into the sliders here, you can increase the weight. So what I'll do is I'll go to the one where you lose. We'll say we'll make that a lot bigger. So let's maybe make that like, 60% or something. And of course you can mess around a lot with this. You can't from the baseline, you can't make any of them smaller. You just make other ones bigger. So if for the 100, if I want to make that smaller, I've got to make the rest of them bigger. So maybe I'll make the 20 bigger by one. Maybe I'll make the 10 bigger by two or three. And maybe I'll make the five bigger still, something like that. And then I'll make the lose. Now I'll go back and make the lose even larger, 10 or something like that. So you could calculate the expected value of this game. What I'm going to do is show you the expected value of the other game that I had created. So this is how you can move stuff around. You can change the title of each slice. So you can edit the name. So instead of win 20, you can say whatever. So you can say like hooray. You can say whatever. You can type it in there, but of course everything should have like some monetary outcomes. Okay, so let me close this. Let's calculate the expected value for my game here. So I'm going to use the expected value formula. So we try to close that at, okay. So what I need to do to find the expected value, I am going to take the sum of all. Oops, let's hold on. Okay, so I'm going to take the sum of all profits or losses multiplied by their probabilities. So I need to figure out what are all the different profits or losses. Those are my x's. And then the p of x, that's how I would say this, p with the parentheses x, that's p of x. Those are my probabilities. So I need to take each potential profit or loss and multiply it by its probability. So what that's going to look like, let's maybe start with the big one. So we've got a big win of 50 here. If I pay 5 coins, the cost is 5. Cost equals 5. So if I put 5 coins on the table and I win 50, if I get 50 back, my profit is 45. So I'm going to do 45 and I'm going to multiply that by the probability of winning 45. So that probability, the computer is going to tell you. I would go into the advanced though, or rather into the sliders. So if you go into the sliders, it's going to give you the exact probability down here at the bottom, 2.4%. So as a decimal, that's 0.024. So that means my first set of math is going to be 45 times 0.024. So I'm using this formula. The X is the profit or loss. So profits, loss. And I need to do this for all of them. So for every profit or loss, I need to multiply it by its probability. So that's probability. For every profit or loss, I need to multiply it by its probability. And then the sigma says I need to add it up for all of the different profits or losses. So I'm going to add, the next big win is a 20. If you win 20 coins, but you pay 5, your profit is 15. And the probability of that The if I go into the computer here, it tells me it's like it says 5%, but it's 4.9%. So it's 0.049. I multiplied that by two since there are two of them, and that gives me 0.098 or 9.8%. So that's going to be the 15 is multiplied by 0.098. And that's 4.9% times two because there's two of them. There's two yellow spaces there, and they're the same size. For the 10, if you land on those blue ones, you it pays 10, but your profit's only 5. Multiplied by that probability, it says 7%. It gave me like 7.3%. So I multiplied that by 2. 7.3 times 2 is 14.6. So it was 0.146. So I'm using the decimal form of the percentages. So this one of these was 7.3%. When I multiplied it by 2, I got 14.6%. And as a decimal, that's 0.146. So that's why I'm using that there for the probability. 14.6% is 0.146. And then the last thing I need to do is add the last outcome. I got the green, I have the yellow, I have the blue, now I have the red. I could lose. If I lose 5. So I'm going to use -5 for my X value here, and I'm going to multiply it by the probability of losing. There was a 24, let me get the exact number. It's like 0.246 or something. And I multiplied by 3, 0.244. When I multiplied that by 3, I got 0.732. So that is going to be -5 times 0.732. So this is the math. 45 times 0.024 plus 15 times 0.098 plus 5 times 0.146 plus -5 times 0.732. This all came out to about -0.38. -0.38. So that's in dollars and cents. My game has an expected value of -38 cents. So if you're trying to do that math out, I should probably just show you here in the browser how you can do that, just in case you're stuck or lost at all. So let's do, actually, hold on. It's going to be a little tricky here. Hold on. So we'll do 0.732. So 0.732, that is multiplied by -5 plus. I had 15 times 0.098 plus. I had 5 times 0.146 plus. I had the last one was 45 times 0.024. So that altogether came out to -0.38 or -38 cents. So this is how you can use that Wheel of Names website. You can change the pieces. If you click that advanced box, it'll let you change it. And you can save these as well. Highly recommend saving because if you make mistakes, you can always go back to it. So you can press save up here. I've already saved this one as Game Night 25 Wheel. All right. Good luck. Have fun. Hope this helps.